Hey everybody. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. We were having some technical difficulties bringing Lauren on and getting the sound figured out. So, okay, let me see if she is on. Anyway, so normally we've been doing these story shares every evening, but today we're going live early in the day because it's Friday and we just wanted to bring y'all some neat stories this morning. So hold on. I'm looking for somebody to pop on with me, but she's not on yet. Oh, okay. Bring her on camera. Let's see if the first one we had some sound issues. But
Yay, I can
okay.
hear you.
Yay! It
Yay, it
worked.
works. Yay for technology.
Yeah. Woo, and staying patient. I
Yes,
started
thank
sweating
you.
a little. Okay, so we have Lauren sharing with us this morning. So I'm just going to pass it over to you, Lauren. Tell us a little bit about yourself, why you like the Juice Plus products, and what they have done for you and your family.
So, I am a very busy mom of a 1 and a 2-year-old. You may hear them in the background. I have an amazing babysitter who came over to babysit for me for a few hours today so I can work because I get to work from home, which is an amazing opportunity. I live in Wiley. I've been married for about 8 years. My background is in occupational therapy. And before I decided to work full time with the Juice Plus company, I was a hand specialist. And so now I just kind of do hand therapy when I get to help out some friends and go into the clinic and enjoy that. But for the most part, I stay and work from home and I'm with my family and I get to hear my girls just playing in the other room. And it's a really, really fun thing I get to do. So I've been on the product myself for nearly 8 years, which
Wow.
it seems like a long time, except my mom was the one who introduced me to it. And she started it be over 20 years ago now. She was introduced to it from a friend, and my mom had been having thyroid issues and hormone issues and just wasn't feeling well. And I think it was a friend of a friend that reached out to her and was like, "Hey, you should try this stuff. It's called Juice Plus. I think it would help you." And she was like, "Whatever, I'll try it." And at this point, she had already had a hysterectomy, her thyroid radiated. She was down to do anything, and she had little kids at home. And so she started it and she noticed great side effects. And the lady kept reaching out to her and was like, "Do you want more? Would you like me to ship it to you again?" And my mom was finally like, "Quit calling me, just ship it and deliver it to my house. Like, don't, don't, don't call me anymore. I just wanted to show up." And so I never knew anything about it. I just thought it was her little old lady pills that she had on her counter. And so it wasn't until we moved. I remember she was taking her Juice Plus. We just moved across town. We didn't move very far. And she was like, "Oh no, I'm out of my Juice Plus. I don't know how I'll get more." And I was like, "Okay." No joke. It was about a few weeks later on the dot where she took her last pill, a box of Juice Plus just showed up at her house. And she was like, "How did this lady find me?" But she did. And so the Juice Plus came. My mom kept taking it. And fast forward a few years, she was actually at a friend's house who was having a wellness party. And it was actually my mom's best friend. Hi, Elaine, if you watch this, thank you. And she was just having a wellness party, had some friends over, and was sharing about this great product that was fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And my mom was like, "Ooh, I want to take fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It sounds really good. I should take that." And my mom found out the name of the product was Juice Plus, and she's like, "I've been taking that for years. I had no idea." So she didn't even know what she was taking, but she took it for nearly 15 years at that point because it made her feel so good. And she said, "I could tell on the days that I would miss it, I just didn't feel good." And she's like, "So I never missed a day." What she didn't know and didn't tell me or my dad or my sister was that we should have been taking. And so it wasn't until my mom decided that she was really passionate about it and loved the product and wanted to be a part of the mission and sharing it that I was introduced to it. And I'll tell a little bit about that later. But once I finally listened to my mom, because I was a little hard headed, and who listens to their mom? You know, like your mom knows everything, but you can't prove it right. So I started the product. I was having, right before I got on Juice Plus, I had just gone to a neurologist because they had diagnosed me with ice pick migraines. And they were awful. And if you can imagine what an ice pick migraine is, it pretty much is what it is. And my husband was completely fed up with my migraines. I was missing work. It was part of the reason I couldn't work full time anymore because he had to come pick me up from work some days because I couldn't drive home. I'd get a migraine. And I think his final straw was when I got a ticket for driving down the wrong way of a road, which it was
Oh
okay. I kind of
no.
just missed the turn and whatever, but I missed it. And police officer saw it, and I was trying to pull over because I was getting such a bad migraine. I couldn't see. And I got a ticket for driving down the wrong way. And my husband was like, you need to figure this out.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah. And so I went to the neurologist and he prescribed me with some medication. And I honestly don't remember the name of it, but he told me adamantly, you cannot get pregnant on this medication. And we were newly married and we weren't trying to have a baby, but we wanted to have a baby soon. And so he was like, you cannot get pregnant on this medication. And you'll have to take birth control and you'll have to take tests and all this stuff. And I was like, so what do I do when I am pregnant and have babies and I'm breastfeeding? And he was like, I don't know, I guess just deal with your migraines like you have. And I don't blame the neurologist. He was just doing what he knew. But
Right.
it was right then something dinged in my head like, oh my gosh, is this my future? Like I've had migraines since I was 16 and they were progressively getting worse as I got more and more stressed and really, I didn't know it at the time, but less healthy because I was stopping at Taco Bueno every morning picking up tacos because I had to be at the hospital at 6 a.m. to see patients. And I was living off Coke, chicken tenders, French fries, and tacos. But I didn't think I had a problem because my pants still fit and I still look good. I could still wear a bikini. So I didn't think I was unhealthy because I was, 24, 25 years old. And so when the doctor talked to me about those migraines, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to figure something out. And my husband was having really bad back issues at the time. And we had found out he was going to have a back surgery. And so before that, we started going to a chiropractor. And all of this kind of happened around the same time. And I just share that because what I realized was adding Juice Plus to my diet wasn't the one thing that fixed me. It was the one thing that made me realize I needed to be fixed. So it was that catalyst to change. So
Yeah.
when my mom introduced me to Juice Plus, I said no several times. If I'm going to be totally honest, the reason I said no was because I didn't like the way it was sold. I wanted to buy something in a store. I'm sure if anybody's watching this or listening to this, they would agree. They're like, well, it's not sold in a store, so I'm not going to get it. And I went ahead and put that stamp on it. And even though it was my mom, who I love dearly, I was like, I'm not going to buy it from you like that. And it wasn't until she really pulled the mom card and had a lot more conversation that I finally tried it. And once I added Juice Plus to my diet, my wedding pictures, you can see my acne. If you look now, there's no acne. This is a scar. That's a whole other story. But I have no acne. I don't have any makeup on today. The only makeup I'm wearing is mascara. And I noticed within months, no acne. I noticed within months, my migraines went from seriously 1 to 2 a week. A week. This isn't like
Oh
a
my
headache. This is a full-blown
Yeah.
throwing up in a dark room migraine to maybe once a month. And then I started eating differently. If anybody knows me from high school or college, they know, or even after college, they know I lived off of chicken tenders and I lived off of tacos and Dr. Pepper. Like Dr. Pepper was my thing. It kind of still is my thing, but not as much as it used to be. And I just started adding Juice Plus to my diet. Literally was that first change in my life. I went to more natural skincare products. I went to more natural products in my home because I really started to realize what you put in your body and on your body is what you get out of your body. And that just lit me on fire. I'm an occupational therapist by trade. It's what I love to do. Like I wanted to be an OT since I was 14 years old. And I just love to help people feel better and feel better about themselves and be more independent. And as I was in the field of OT, I was working in nursing. I had a call come through and nursing homes and home health. Sorry, Van, if you're watching this, I declined your call. But I saw people just being sicker and sicker, and their medication list just went longer and longer and longer, and nothing was improving. They weren't getting better. So how was I helping these people live more independent lives? And that's kind of then, I guess, where my product story turned into how I became a part of this company for the past 8 years. So can I talk about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Sorry, I just
I'll
get
let
so
you just jump
excited.
right in.
Well,
No, go for
so
it.
I shared that my mom was the one who introduced me to it. And I actually
Uh-huh.
started working with the company at the same time as I started with the product because I was really stubborn and I wouldn't listen to my mom. And she shared with me that there was a Juice Plus conference down here in Dallas. And she was like, you should come. We'll have a really fun weekend. My mom's friend Elaine was coming. Hi again, Elaine. And I was like, fine, whatever. I want to hang out with my mom, so I'll go. And I went reluctantly because I was 25 and still had, a stink attitude to my mom because you're basically always a teenager, I think. And when I went, I realized what my mom had seen. And so everybody, your mom is always right. Whatever your mom told you, she's always right. Just don't fight it. Just get with it. You could be 30 years old. Your mom's still always right. And I
Right.
walked into an incredible community of people that loved me despite my stink attitude about me having a master's degree in healthcare and me working in healthcare and me feeling like I was the smartest person in the room. I kind of had that attitude. I was like, you guys are working for a direct sales company. I'm an occupational therapist. And I'm totally transparent and honest when I say that. And I kind of came in with my nose straight up. And they walked in and they didn't care. They loved me. They embraced me. They were kind to me. They were friendly to me. And they asked me what I knew and what I could do to help them and what they could do to help me. And it was right then that it just all changed, that I saw doctors get up and speak. They presented on peer-reviewed clinical research. And if you're in the healthcare field where you have to practice evidence-based practice, EBP. And so when I saw those peer-reviewed studies up there, I was like, this is legit. These people aren't just talking about some vitamin that's going to help me lose weight or grow my hair longer or do one thing. What they're talking about is a complete revolution in health. They are talking about the fact that we do not eat enough fruits and vegetables. And that's all they talked about. They didn't talk about Juice Plus is going to do this. Juice Plus, Juice Plus, Juice Plus. They talked about eating more fruits and vegetables and what could we do as partners with this company to go out there and help people make better choices in their health. Is that getting people to drink one more glass of water? Is it getting people to swallow the Juice Plus capsules? Is it getting kids to eat the gummies? Is it getting people to eat fruit with their breakfast when they've never eaten fruit with their breakfast in their lives? And that's when I realized I can't help people as an occupational therapist go live more independent lives if I don't help people get healthier or if I don't teach them ways that they could not get sick in the first place. So it blew my mind. And right then and there, I came back from that weekend with my mom and I was on fire. And I'll say from that minute, my life was totally changed. People probably could see the change in me. And I was immediately so proud to be a member of the Juice Plus family. I was proud to work for the Juice Plus company, to be an occupational therapist that works for the Juice Plus company. And I went out there and I started sharing with my friends and my family. And not everybody jumped on board first. Not everybody is on board with me right now because some people have those same hangups that I did. And it's true. Just some people can't get over the way it's sold. Some people think it's a vitamin or think it's a supplement or something, and that I'm trying to fix them by giving them a pill. And I just need to have more conversations with people is really what it comes down to. And so I've gotten out there for the past 7, 8 years, and that's all I've done is just shared unapologetically. Um, Fast forward to the past year, Juice Plus became even more a part of my life and a part of my family's life than ever. My mom 5 years ago was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 0. She did a radiation and a lumpectomy and was pretty much considered cancer free. Fast forward to last April, we found out she had some back pain. We couldn't figure out what was going on. And she had always been really healthy. She never really had any other health issues. And the back pain, she went and got an MRI and we found out it was breast cancer that metastasized to her bones. And it was stage 4. And at the original diagnosis, we didn't know what our treatment options were, but we knew there weren't many. But unfortunately, as everything progressed, she passed away 4 months later. I'd say completely unexpectedly because she was fine in April and she had passed in September. And so that's what cancer does. And I saw cancer firsthand. My dad's had cancer and I've seen how it consumes people's bodies and takes over their health, and it ruins families. Cancer ruins families. It just tears them apart. And so what was amazing, and I'm trying not to cry, is I'm an ugly crier too. I'm like Kim Kardashian. My Juice Plus family, the people that I work with, not only were my amazing friends and family come and support us through all of it, the Juice Plus family, the people that I work with, were my rock, and they got me through that. And they supported me. I had people from my Juice Plus team come over and babysit my kids so I could go take care of my mom. I had my Juice Plus team, the people who are below me in my business, bust their butts so I could make the paycheck that I needed to each month. And all of that comes down to, because I said yes to the Juice Plus business over 7 years ago, and it was at the end of July. I was at a conference, a retreat with some friends, and I got a phone call from my sister, and my sister-in-law. She's my sister-in-law, but I'm claiming her. I love her. And they told us what was going on with my mom. And they're like, the cancer is pretty bad. And so we don't think we can treat it. We don't know what we have ahead of us. And I just remember thinking, oh my God, I'm in Texas. My mom's in Missouri. What am I going to do? See, I cry and it's ugly. And I called my husband and he said, we got to go. We're just going to go. And I was like, what do you mean go? And he's like, go to Missouri. We're just going to go. So a week later, we loaded up my one, she wasn't even one yet, and my barely 2-year-old and my dog, and we left our house in Texas and just moved blindly to Missouri. And we were able to do that because I could still support our family through my income with Juice Plus. And I don't know if anybody's ever been in a situation like that where somebody you love, even if they're not far away, but they're nearby, but you wish you could be off work, or you have a child at home that you wish you could spend more time with, or whatever it is. But knowing that you can't be there is hard. Very, very hard. Pull it together, Lauren. You're in public.
You're doing great. I'm sitting here like trying to put it together.
But being away from the people you love is hard, whether you're a working mom, a dad that has to travel, a mom that has a traveling job, or your family is far away. And the fact that I got to say yes and pick up my entire family in my life, like I found a new school to put my kids in St. Louis and everything. And in a week, I didn't have to do anything. I just said, I'm going to go, because I got to be there with my family. And so I just walked away, all because of this incredible company that I worked for. And so I was able to take care of my mom every single day until she passed. I spent every single day with my dad up until then. And then I spent 3 more months after my mom passed. I spent that time with my dad and my sister and my cousins, and my aunts and uncles and my good friends up there, because my heart needed it. And I wasn't ready to leave. I needed that to heal. And I got to just take my job and go. And I got to love the job that I was doing. And I got to love the time, I guess you'd say, that I was working and away from my family, because I love and I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I am so passionate to help people feel better, have amazing careers through this company. People like you, Monique, that I get to work with, people who were stay-at-home moms that maybe missed working and maybe missed that part of life, and they still want to do it, but they still want their kids in the other room. Or maybe it's somebody who just needs some extra income to get through college, somebody who needs some extra income to just pay off their student loans. And that's the reason I started. And now I get to literally be, I think, the best occupational therapist out there. And even though I might not be in my hand clinic or treating patients every day that I reach out to somebody and say, hey, I've been thinking about you. You crossed my mind. I am genuine. When I saw your picture on Facebook and I saw what you were going through, when I reached out to you, I was genuine. I don't care if you buy Juice Plus through me. I don't care if you buy Juice Plus straight on the internet. Just go put it in your body, because it could be that one thing. That product literally can save lives, because it's fruits and vegetables. It's not because it's Juice Plus. It's because it's fruits and vegetables. That's it. If you don't want to take Juice Plus, I please ask that you just go out there and eat as many fruits and vegetables as you can. I'm a mom of a 1 and 2-year-old. I am lucky to eat my lunch. If it's hot, I'm lucky to make food. So I know I'm not eating enough fruits and vegetables, and neither are my kids. So if I can load my kids every single day with 50 different fruits and vegetables, like, I'm an awesome mom. And I'm not afraid to say that. And I would love to help you be an awesome mom if you want to put more fruits and vegetables in your kids' bodies, because when you load your body with plants, there is literally not only just Juice Plus science, there is other science out there that proves when you put plants in your body, that is the best thing you can do to reduce your risk of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, anything, like you name it, you got a problem, a doctor's going to tell you go eat better. And who's going to do it? Really? I mean, You think you might, but you probably aren't. You might be really good for 2 weeks. And some people, the people who are out there eating a plant-based diet, being vegan, I am so impressed by you. And I want to live my life like you, but I'm not there yet.
Right.
So if I can take Juice Plus and put it in my body and put it in my kids' bodies and have less sick visits, know that my kids poop every day. It's every mom who has two in diapers knows this. That is all I'm doing is changing diapers. But then I hear of moms who have kids that are constipated. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and having to give Miralax or suppositories and things like that, which all you want is your kid to be healthy. And so when I reach out again to those moms about Juice Plus, it's because I'm like, gosh, I feel for your mama heart. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, my girls have never had a sick visit to the doctor. We've never had to do breathing treatments. We've never had to do those things. And I truly believe it's because I fueled their bodies with Juice Plus. And I have a whole new passion on my daughter not getting sick. When my oldest, it was the day after we found out my mom was sick. It was the worst 24 hours you could probably have of your life. We were driving to St. Louis and my daughter had a febrile seizure in the car in the middle of Missouri, nowhere to go. And I just remember holding her and she was lifeless. Like I thought she was dead. And horrible, horrible. If you've ever had that happen, you know. And since then, she's had more febrile seizures. And thankfully, we've been able to rule out that it's anything else, but it's linked to anytime she spikes a fever. And so she gets sick, she spikes a fever. So do you know that I am a mama out there to make my baby not get a fever? Because I am going to load my baby up with as many plants or as many essential oils or many wonderful, healthy things I can do to keep her as healthy and away from sickness as she can. So we don't have to do those febrile seizures because they're awful and they're
Oh
terrible.
my gosh.
So, okay, that was probably, I think you asked one question and I talked for way too long.
That was great. You
Sorry.
covered all the questions. I loved it. I loved it.
No, I'm so passionate about just meeting more people and meeting people where they are in their health because I'm not as far in my health journey as I'd like to be. So I'm definitely talking the talk, but I haven't walked the walk all the way. So if you're not walking the whole walk, come on over to my side because I'm trying. I'm on the struggle bus and I'm getting there. But I just want to talk to people and help them and see if I have something that they could add to their lives that make them feel better and make them healthier and could reduce and change their family history because I have a family history of cancer and heart disease. So it's not looking good for me on the health side as I age. So anything that I can do to protect my body from cancer, I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
I love your story. And like, I've heard your story, but every time I hear it again, I like hear more of it. And so like, oh my gosh, everything is just like, I'm blown away. I really loved how you said that you like just this company and its mission is like a complete revolution in like health. Like it's literally changing and saving people's lives in
Well,
all
and
aspects, like in the
yeah,
nutrition realm and in the what the business opportunity can do. Like to be able to pick up your whole life and your family and everybody and just say, "Peace out, Texas. I'm gonna go hang with my mama." Like, how many
yeah,
people get to do that, really? I mean, I
yeah.
know the
And
circumstance
especially
was,
professionals, like
yeah,
you don't
like
just
you
get to walk away from your job.
and still make an income. Like that's what blows my mind.
Yeah, it was. And I actually made one of some of my highest income then because my team, you guys got behind me and said like, Lauren and her mama need this. And another part I didn't share, and I actually love to share this part because people have, my mom was the person who brought me onto this team. And so she's technically what people would think of as your upline. And then
Mhm.
my business is below her. So the amazing thing about this is while my mom was sick and couldn't work and she had a really great job and we had a lot of expenses going on with everything with her medical stuff and like we were family, like you want to do fun special things when you're sick and you know maybe time is limited. So being on a really tight budget and still wanting to live your life to the fullest at the end is kind of hard to match. So because the company is structured that way, as long as I did my job and I worked, I took care of my mom. I cut my mom a paycheck every single month just by her saying yes to this company. And now, after she passed, we were able to pass the business on to my dad. And so now every month I can cut my dad a check. Not like write him money
Wow.
from my bank
Yeah.
account, but I can just do my work and say, okay, dad, money's been deposited in your account. And
Wow.
I don't know. I wrap your mind around that. What job have you ever worked at that the company's like, hey, I know you've got some parents that you want to take care of and you want to love on. So what we're going to do is, let's say about 5 to 10% of everything you do this month, we're just going to deposit it to your parents. Not one. There's no company,
No.
And so I love that. I am proud. I am proud to work for a network marketing company, a direct sales company, whatever you want to call it, because it gives opportunities to people who probably wouldn't have it. And if I get to help somebody who doesn't have to go get a second job or work a third job or take a job for lower pay because it's closer to the house or not
Mhm.
go back to work because they can't afford daycare, like that was me and my husband. We could afford daycare, but what was it going to be worth at the end of the year? Me working 50 hours a week and commuting. And now I still get to live my dream of being a career mom, but still being home. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Lauren, for sharing all of that. It was incredible. Thank
Sorry
you.
I talk too much. Everybody who
No,
knows me knows I
no,
will.
no. I love it. I love it.
So, well, thank
Okay.
you.
Well,
I
thank
appreciate it,
you.
Monique. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you, and I love that your heart
Same.
is just out here sharing with everybody. And I hope everyone listens and hears how big your heart is.
No, thank you so much. So, if anybody watching either the live or watching a replay, if y'all want any more information about like the Juice Plus products or the business opportunity, or you just want to come hang out with Lauren and I, we're like live from our own respective homes, but we live 2 streets down from each other.
Seriously, if you looked out this like window, you could like see Monique's house. Like I was just yelling out the window at her, like, Monique, are you ready?
So if y'all just want to come hang out with us, we have wine nights on Wednesday nights. We would love, love, love to share more information about just anything or just hang out and have more friends. So get with either one of us or whoever shares this video with you because we are always looking for new friends.
We are. We'd love to just welcome you into our family.
Yeah. And so with that, thank you so much, Lauren, and everybody else. Have a wonderful Friday.
Thanks, Monique.
Bye.
Bye.